Hello everyone and welcome inside to UCCU Ballpark for our last of 4 games of play in day 2 of bracket play here at Utah Valley University. I'm JT Wistersill, excited to be with you as the 2 seed, the Lehi Pioneers, are set to take on the 10 seed, the Bountiful Redhawks. The winner will advance in our winners bracket. The loser awaits Orem. For Bountiful, leading off in their batting order will be Drew Bowles, followed by Truman Derrier. Dallin Maxwell will bat third. Hank Tippett in cleanup. Carson Webster in the 5th spot. Drew Beck in the 6th. James Jordan will follow him in the 7th. Carson Avert batting 8th. And TJ Dolkey, he'll bat 9th. That one nearly hit Bowles to start things off. In the field for Lehi, Maddox Madsen gets to start on the mound. He'll look to follow up an outstanding performance yesterday from Jackson Brousseau, who today is on first. Boston Bingham will get the start at catcher. Mentioned Brousseau already on first. McGuire Madsen gets the start on second. Bowles fouls off. The second pitch to even the count. Braden Willis at third. Jake Olson at shortstop. Ingersoll in left field. Zach Evans in center field. And Wack Christensen in right field. This one sails into right field. He'll just drop in foul territory. Coach of the 2-seeded Pioneers, Jason Ingersoll, his son Bowen Ingersoll, the one starting in left field. And for Bountiful, they're led by Coach Stringfellow. Bountiful defeated Orem in an upset victory yesterday to get to this spot, while Lehi dominated Maple Mountain, winning 10-0. Bountiful's bout with Orem took all 7 innings, but they emerged victorious, 8-5. Bowles goes down swinging. A strikeout to start the day for Maddox Madsen. And our 2 leadoff batters of our previous game, we had 2 home runs, the first of which was the normal one, out of the park, lifted into left field. The second was an inside the Parker. Bunt attempt unsuccessful for Truman Derrier. Lehi was able to make it to this point after defeating Springville in 2 straight games. Then we mentioned the bout with Maple Mountain already. Looking at things for the Redhawks. They were able to get the win over Stansbury in 2 games. Then Bountiful upset Woods Cross in 2 straight games. The first one they won tight, 3-1. The second one they blew open, 8-8. And after defeating Orem, they land here. So 1 out already. 1-2 the count after the ball was just fouled off by Truman Derrier, the center fielder, who's due up. Ground ball directed to Madsen, who fields it and connects with Brousseau to get the out at first. So 2 up, 2 down for the Pioneers. We'll bring up Dallin Maxwell. Maxwell falls behind in the count, 0-1. Or 1-0, excuse me. This game taking place over 2 hours after it was originally scheduled in what's been a lengthy day here at Utah Valley. Our day started off with Jordan Salem Hills. That one took 3.5 hours as it was in the 10th inning where Salem Hills finally upset Jordan. In our second matchup of the day, Maple Mountain and Orem were locked in a good one, with Orem able to pull away late. And then Olympus was just able to defeat Salem Hills to advance. So Olympus punched their spot in the winner's bracket. They would now have to lose 2 games, would Olympus, in order to now make it to the championship game. And the same thing applies to the winner of this game. A huge advantage awarded. Nearly strike 3. Delivered by Maxwell, who thought he had it. 3-1 the count. Maxwell will chop it foul to stay alive. Lehi. Drop 3, strike out the call. The tag out, a go. Boston Bingham gets the tag, so Maddox Madsen with 2 strikeouts already through 3 batters faced. What a start for Lehi as they look sharp. They scored 3 runs in the bottom of the first yesterday. We'll see if the bats are hot for them to begin today. As we shift into the second, we'll give you that formidable batting order for Bountiful. As it'll be McGuire Madsen, Jake Olson, Jackson Brousseau batting third, Maddox Madsen, Boston Bingham, Wack Christensen, Bowen Ingersoll will bat 7th, Zach Evans will bat 8th, and Braden Willis will bat 9th. Cole McSwain gets the start on the mound for the Redhawks. TJ Dolkey at catcher, Carson Webster at first, Kason Averett at second, James Jordan in left field, Dallin Maxwell in center at shortstop. So Maxwell at shortstop, Drew Bowles at left field, Truman Derrier in center field, and Drew Beck in right field. That's how things look defensively here. What should be a fun afternoon game, fun night game, to wrap up day 2 of play in the 5A bracket. Appreciate all of you who have tuned in for this game or any other games. You're watching KSL Sports Game Night Live Rewind. Your home for high school athletics across the state of Utah. What's been a great week of high school athletics as well. Softball championships underway as well. Lacrosse and soccer, men's soccer that is, also a go. So it'll be McGuire Madsen, Jake Olson, and Jackson Brousseau, the first 3 due up to face McSwain, who awaits on the mound. It's a Lehi team that comes into this game 22-4. They were 15-3 in Region 8 play. Absolutely earned their 2 seeding. They get to put it to test to the 10th seeded Redhawks. We're just about set to get this one underway. With McGuire Madsen about to step in. Crowd is rowdy tonight, so we're set to get the bottom of the first underway. Bunt attempt is pulled back after it showed for a moment. This is a Lehi team that has not lost a game since back to April 15th. They have been hot. They've won their last 7 games. And if you stretch it back even farther, they won 8 of their last 10 before that. Strike delivered, bringing the count to 1-2. 2-1, check that for Madsen. This one popped just in front of us back here in the booth. For the Redhawks, they come into this one 22-9. They were 11-4 in Region 5 play. They're winners of 9 of their last 10. As Madsen has fought into full count. We'll see if McSwain can retire him. Madsen walks to first. That pitch just to the outside. So a runner on for Lehi. Mentioned they scored 3 in the bottom of the first yesterday. See if they can recount that offensive performance that led to our quick 10-0 game. Jake Olson now due up. Olson blasts it into left field, but it's caught by Drew Bowles. That one sounded like it had the power to be a homer. It was not. So Jackson Brousseau now due up. Brousseau had 5 strikeouts and only allowed 2 hits against Maple Mountain in yesterday's game. Lehi drew 8 walks in yesterday's game. They were very calm and patient. You know they'll look to be the same today. This is a really good team and really good teams. If another team is going to let you beat them, then they'll let you. But the Bountiful Redhawks are formidable opponents. Unsuccessful pickoff attempt once again. Olson was, let's check that, Madsen was safe at first despite the protests from some fans. Brousseau is yet to have a ball be delivered to him. 5A state champion quarterback awaits it. If you look at it, our 2 highest remaining seeds, you have Lehi, who won the 5A state championship, and you have Olympus, who won the 5A basketball state championship. Both with strong opportunities to add some more hardware to their trophy case. The delivery to the outside, bringing the count to 1-1. Pickoff attempt to first. That time they got him. Madsen got too far off the bag and is retired. We have a great crowd on hand for our nightcap. The Bountiful faithful to their feet with that pickoff. Brousseau Pops one into foul territory. Webster, he'll make the grab. We remain scoreless after one. Bountiful, they're fired up. They're at the bats. When we come back, you're watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Back here inside UCCU field. It was a fun, defensively well-played first inning. We remain deadlocked at 0. For each side, it was 3 up, 3 down. Hank Tippett's due up. Tippett's grounds the ball to Madsen, who gets the out. Madsen was too far astray off first after reaching it via the walk. Able to get some revenge as he retires Tippett, who swung on the first pitch. That'll bring Carson Webster up, the first baseman, who was also responsible for that pickoff on Madsen. Bites on the first pitch. To the count, facing Webster. Already 2 strikeouts for Maddox Madsen. Gets the start for Lehi. Webster fouls it off to stay alive. 1-2 the count with 1 out. Webster drills one into left field. That'll take a bounce. Giving chase is Evans. It's going to be tight for the double, but he slides in and makes it. Webster, with the first hit of the day for either team, is a booming double. As he settles in on second. Drew Brecht, the right fielder, is now due up. Beck, the right fielder, will have to continue to build off the momentum provided by the Webster Blast. Beck crushes another This one will reach left field. It's going to bring a run in for the Redhawks. Sliding across home is Carson Webster. Drew Beck with the big-time base hit. James Jordan now due up. Jordan lets the 1-0 ball pass. But the first run of the day. A go for the Redhawks. Pass ball. Beck slaps his hands in frustration as he knows he should have gone. First mound meeting going to take place for the Pioneers after 2 consecutive hits given up. Coach Ingersoll makes his way out. To talk things over with Madsen, and Bingham comes up from the catcher spot. The count. Bountiful holding the early lead. Coach Ingersoll will head back. The count. James Jordan, the shortstop, awaits the delivery. And that one hit off his helmet. Got to imagine they'll take a look at Jordan, who appears fine as the helmet does its job. So that brings Beck to second and James Jordan to first, with Kason Averett now due up. Still just 1 out in the inning, courtesy of the Tippets. Grounder. This one will be knocked over everyone's heads as it's fouled off. The count. A grounder will squeeze through. That'll load the bases up with 1 out. So Kason Averett with another base hit for Bountiful. TJ Dalkey now due up. High delivery from Madsen. Reminder, it was Ingersoll yesterday who was on the mound. He was lights out. Madsen has been hit early. He's given up 3 hits. 4 runners have reached base in a row after James Jordan took one off the helmet. Dalkey awaits the 2-0 pitch. Madsen in danger of walking in a run. Count will go to 2-2 after he fouls it off. Check that, 2-1. Dalkey goes to 2-2 after he lets that strike pass. Madsen and the Pioneers in desperate need of an out. The Redhawks trying to keep the bats red hot. Dolkey fouls it back into the plate. Dolkey chops it. It goes to Madsen. Chance at a double play. Pioneers make it. Big time double play off Madsen, who tagged the passing Jordan and retired. Dolkey at first. So 1 run scores on 3 hits. They leave 3 stranded on, but still they hold the 1 run lead. That's all that matters as we head into the bottom of the first.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I'm going to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
The 1-0 lead for the Bountiful Redhawks. They're the 10th seed. They leaded the 2 seed, the Lehi Pioneers, as we head into the bottom of the second. So a strong early lead after Bountiful is able to get 3 hits. Just scored 1 run. They left 3 on base. So it's Maddox Madsen, the pitcher. I'm sure he's eager to get some of those frustrations out after giving up a few hits, followed by the catcher, Boston Bingham. And be Wack Christensen, the right fielder, in the hole. Maddox leads the team in batting average at .463. And he'll wall up the first one, but it's directly to Bowles, who retires him. The crack of the bat was fierce, but Bowles able to easily get the catch. That'll bring Boston Bingham now up. Bingham. Watches as strike 1 is delivered. That pitch will bring the count to 1-1. Bingham Batting .282, .292 on the season. 72 at-bats. He has 21 hits, scored 14 runs. He'll foul this one off to bring us to 2-2 in the count. Bingham, the catcher, will send this one in a left center field as it squeaks past Maxwell. First base hit of the day for the Pioneers. So Bingham will take first. So Watt Christensen now due up, the right fielder. Christensen takes a hack, gets nothing. He's batting .352 on the season. 71 at-bats, 25 hits, 22 runs. He's brought in 17. 17 strikeouts to 11 walks for the senior. Christensen and a few of the other Pioneers faithful, the seniors. That included Christensen, Evans, Madsen, and Lewis, all recognized in a nice ceremony as they were forced to miss their graduation today because of the game. That delivery will make it an 0-2 count. Swain has been sharp early. Looking for the strikeout. It would be his first of the day. We'll do it again after the ball is fouled off. To the count. Pickoff attempt to first, unsuccessful. As Christensen awaits the delivery. McSwain waits for a call he likes, checks first. He'll wind, deliver. High to the outside for the first ball of the at-bat. One-two our count with one out and a runner on first in Boston Bingham. Count goes to 2-2. Swain. Winds, fires, but right before he did so, Christensen called for time. Could hear the boos from the Bountiful faithful. They were not fans of the call. Christensen goes down swinging. First strikeout of the day for Cole McSwain. So Bingham remains on first. With Ingersoll now due up. Ingersoll Coach's son batting .273 on the season. 44 at-bats, 15 runs, 12 hits. He's brought in 6 on the season. He's 15 strikeouts to 8 walks. As the junior Ingersoll will step out. Now ready for his first pitch. He allows strike 1 to pass. 0-1 the count. Ingersoll. Pickoff attempt to first. Unsuccessful. It's been a strong inning for Bountiful. Lehi looking to create their own momentum. See if it can come on this pitch. But first, a pickoff attempt. That one rifled by McSwain. Webster with a great catch as he dives off first. That pass ball would have allowed Bingham to advance to second. Dolkey wanted to talk things over briefly with McSwain. Now returns. Count still at 0-1. Zach Evans and Braden Willis on deck and in the hole, respectively. Another strike delivered, a beautiful breaking ball from Ingersoll. So McSwain delivers the breaking ball. Ingersoll lets it pass. McSwain nearly sealed the deal. He sure thought he did, as he was all the way off the mound. Heading back to the dugout. 2-1 the count. Can he get his second consecutive strikeout and get the Redhawks out the inning? Yes, he can. What a pitch and an early performance for Cole McSwain. The Redhawks exit the second inning with the lead, 1-0 over the Pioneers. We go into the third at UCCU Ballpark.
Ouch! Gonna need some pills for that one.
Hey! Prescription pain pills can be dangerous!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. You're her parent, not a drill sergeant. More love, then they'll listen.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about prescriptions the right way.
Two innings in the books here at UCCU Ballpark at Utah Valley University. It's our fourth game of day 2 of bracket play in the 5A bracket for the Bountiful. It'll be Drew Bowles, followed by Truman Derriere and Dallin Maxwell, all in the hole. First one, chopped foul. Bulls on the season's batting .272. 92 at-bats. Has 25 hits and 25 runs. He's brought in 16 batters. 13 walks to 22 strikeouts. He struck out in his first plate appearance, currently at 2-1 in the count. In danger of striking out again after hacking the ball. A 2-2 count. Bowles is the latest to go down swinging to Madsen. It's his third strikeout of the game. All three of those strikeouts have occurred in the first three batters faced for Madsen. He's now got two on Bowles with Truman, Derrier due up. For Duria, .469 the batting average. 96 at-bats, 45 hits, 50 runs, 37. He's walked in. Or brought in. He'll fall to 0-2 in the count. After swinging aggressively. Madsen gets another. 2 straight strikeouts. Maddox Madsen, Cole McSwain, what early pitching performances we're seeing. These two are lights out and locked in under the brightest lights in Utah. So Dallin Maxwell will now come up. Maxwell was just the second strikeout on the day. Maxwell's batting .330 on the season and 112 plate appearance. He has 29 hits, 23 runs scored. Brought in 40. Won the count with 2 outs. And what's been a fast start to our game. Count will go to 2-1 after the ball delivery. Maxwell. That's what's popped up and doesn't look to be playable. As it'll land in the stance. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in our inning. In our 1-0 contest, the Redhawks looking to add to their lead. But Maddox Madsen, who's hit 3 times in that second inning, he'd leave 3 stranded on. Looking for his third straight strikeout. Instead, it's a fair chopper that's played all the way from third by Willis, who one-handed makes the throw on the move. Gets it over to Brousseau. Lehi gets out of it. They'll see if they can even it up or take the lead when we return for the bottom of the third.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Lehi with a strong defensive performance. It was 3 up, 3 down just as quickly. Now it'll be Zach Evans, Braden Willis, and McGuire Madsen. Looking to give their team something offensively. Evans awaits the delivery from McSwain. Got his first 2 strikeouts against Wack and Ingersoll to close out the bottom of the second. Bunt is fair, stays inbounds, and misplayed by James Jordan. Jordan came down on it but was unable to get on it. I think this is the best crowd we've had on hand this week as well. They are rocking the place. A great mix of Pioneers and Redhawks have come aboard. So Zach Evans reaches first on the bunt. It's a perfectly executed bunt as well. Super shallow. So Jordan had to rush to try to retire him. Bring up Braden Willis. We'll see if the bunt can work twice. This time it's a sacrifice bunt as Willis advances Evans, but is himself retired. That'll bring back McGuire Madsen. For Madsen. He'll be due up. He's walked in his first plate appearance, but was picked off once he reached first. For McGuire Madsen on the season, we mentioned he leads his team in batting average at .436, 78 at-bats, 34 hits, 6 runs scored. Showed bunt but pulled back, 1-1 our count. I'll reset the count, actually 2-0 after a scoreboard error. McSwain delivers a strike. I see Dolke make his way out to the mound to talk things over with McSwain as they figure out the best way to play Madsen. Madsen awaits the 2-1 pitch. Madsen actually batting .284. The other Madsen stats I gave you, the other Madsen, which would be Maddox on the roster, can be confusing when you're trying to check numbers. .3-1 the count. McGuire, .284 the average on the season. They'll chop this one up. Looks like it's going to go over the net, and it will. So Madsen, 74 at-bats on the season. He has 21 hits, 38 runs scored. Full count. McGuire Madsen awaits the Cole McSwain pitch, which he'll foul it into the net. After that ball was fouled off, we'll do the full count pitch again. McSwain checks second. Turns, delivers. Another ball that's fouled off, this one. Landed in the grass. 3-2 the count. Call time. We remain at full count. Madsen will walk to first. That one just a tad high. Coach Stringfellow going to come out and talk things over with Dolkey. As they lose that lengthy at bat to Madsen. So 2 runners now on base. Jake Olson returns. Madsen has 2 walks. Now we're going to see Coach Ingersoll decide to talk things over with our home plate umpire. Olsen, the last time we saw him, flew out into left field. His numbers on the season, he's batting .418. That's good for third on the team. 79 at-bats. 33 hits, 30 runs scored. He's driven in 32. If you got a hold of this one, have an opportunity to bring in some more. 0-1 the count. So our home plate umpire going to make his way out as well. Talk about the number of mound meetings they're taking. As well about the time between pitches. Jake Olson holds the bat high and lifts it into left field. Is it gone? It will be. You hear the eruption, the huge homer. Some confusion at the moment as to if that was a homer. At the moment, it was just a double. It looked like what happened. I think that's what Coach Ingersoll is going to come out and say, is that that ball, it landed over the yellow fence and then came back into play. So this should be a 3-run homer and give the Pioneers a lead. And I think that's what they're going to come together and talk about. I'm not sure how that was missed, but it should have been a home run. It was a home run. You can hear the Pioneers faithful. And the loudest boos of the day are going to come in. Wow, that's a tough miss for this crew. Not going to try to go Dusty Lister on these guys and be too critical, but I'll go a little more than a Dane would and say that's a call you just can't miss. So Olsen with the double. Brings in the tying run. This fly ball sent to center field. Tag up opportunity. As the leading run slides home. It's McGuire Madsen who lets the Redhawks know about it. So Lehi takes a 2-1 lead. So Maddox Madsen will be due up after Brousseau. Sacrifice fly. Two outs now. Madsen, the last time we saw him, flew out into left field where he was retired. Leads his team in batting average at .486. 34 hits, 6 runs scored on the year. Ingersoll, who just flew out to center field, batting .273 by comparison. He has 12 hits, but has brought in 6 runs. Will make that 7th after the tie-breaking run was brought in a moment after the game was tied. A single will bounce off the glove of Maxwell. So Madsen makes it to first off the hot hit ball to Maxwell. She struggles to play. Pinch runner going to come on for Madsen. It's going to be number 12. Mays Madsen. So another Madsen on the roster. So 2 outs. And the opportunity for Lehi to go up to with Boston Bingham, who's the first hit of the day. Now up. Bingham. He'll send one into left field. It'll take a hop, reach the fence. And that'll bring in another run for the Pioneers. It's their 3rd hit of the inning. As they are scorching hot. That's a double for Boston Bingham, his 2nd hit of the game. So 2nd hit of the inning. Going to bring out Coach Stringfellow. It's him and his infield will talk things over. Pioneer faithful elated as their offenses come to life with 3 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. Coach Stringfellow talks things over with McSwain, who's been hit 5 times now. 4 of those coming in the inning. He's given up 3 runs. What has been an exciting end to a fun day of baseball here. We've had 2 great games earlier. Our 3rd one not as competitive, but Wasatch still hung around with Olympus. Made it close enough where it was still interesting. And this one looks like it's going to be great. Bottom of the 3rd, 2 outs. It's been the case. Bingham destroyed that one into left field. Wack Christensen struck out the last time he was up. Got to imagine he's hungry to make a play here. So it's Christensen, Ingersoll, and in the hole is Evans. This one ripped into right field. It'll take a bounce. It'll bring in not 1, but 2 of the Pioneers. As sliding into second is Wack Christensen. A double. The Pioneers with red hot bats. It's their 5th hit of the inning. Almost all of them have come off the first pitch as well. It's the 3rd double we've seen of this bottom of the 3rd. As we mentioned, that brought in 2 runs. So this is now a 5-1 game. The number 2 Pioneers have quit messing around and have shocked Cole McSwain and the Bountiful defense. Another's fouled off. So now 5 hits in the inning, 5 runs have scored. Had back-to-back doubles. What will Bowen Ingersoll do? He skies one into right field, and making the play on it is Truman Derrier. So Bountiful finally able to stop the bleeding, but still 5 runs for the Pioneers off 5 hits in the 5th inning. They leave 1 stranded on, but it doesn't matter as much to them. Off the huge offensive performance, we go into the 4th. You're watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind.
Ouch! Gonna need some pills for that one.
Hey! Prescription pain pills can be dangerous!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. You're her parent, not a drill sergeant. More love than to listen.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about prescriptions the right way.
Lehi was lights out in the bottom of the 3rd. They score 5 runs in the lower frame. So we go to the top of the 4th. 5-1 the lead. After Ingersoll flew out to center. Then it'll bring up Hank Tippett, the designated hitter, followed by Carson Webster and Drew Beck. Tippett's 1-1 in the count. Low ball passes. Appreciate all of you who have tuned in today. Be curious to know how many Lehi and Bountiful fans are listening, since almost all of them seem like they're in attendance here. And what is our largest crowd on hand of the weekend or weekday? Games are usually on the weekends. 2-2 the count. Tippett grounds one foul. Full count, the pitch. He's smoked into center field. Making the play on the move, Zach Evans. What a great grab. Like a wide receiver, he watched that ball in on the move and secured it. Bring up Carson Webster. Webster was the first hit of the day that Madison gave up after he allowed one to be sent into left field. One 0 the count with 1 out. 2 straight balls delivered by Madsen. He's yet to walk a batter in our nightcap. Gets Webster to foul one off. To ensure it won't start with him. Webster fouls another off. Webster in yesterday's game, 3 at-bats, 1 hit. Had a strikeout as well, 2-2 the count. Will he go down here? Instead, he'll foul another off. A lot of action in the bullpen for the Redhawks. McSwain was really strong through those first 2 innings, but in the bottom of the 5th, the Pioneers took over, scoring those 5 runs off 5 hits. Fly ball, hit into right field, and it'll be secured by Wack Christensen. So Webster and Tippett get it started off with 2 fly balls. One-0 the count. This one's sent into right field. It'll take a bounce, and it's going to pass by Christensen. This is going to be at least a double. It'll be a triple. So the big-time hit by Drew Beck, who reaches third. So Beck smoked it into right field, and Christensen just couldn't get onto it in time as it squeezed past him, allowing Beck to turn what looked like a risky double into an easy triple in terms of a base running standpoint. That'll bring up James Jordan. Last time we saw Jordan, he was hit by a pitch. He was nearly hit by one there. One-0 the count. Madsen delivers a strike to even us at 1. Jordan in yesterday's game, 2 at-bats, 1 hit, had 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. He already reached base today, as we mentioned. See if he can do so again here. Another outside delivery. Two-two the count. This one sails into center field, but making the grab on it is Bowen Ingersoll. So of the 4 batters up for the Redhawks, 3 of them fly out into the outfield. First it was 1 to center, then it was 1 to left, then it was 1 to right. All 3 outfielders in Ingersoll, Evans, and Christensen get involved. We go into the bottom of the 4th with Lehi still holding their 4-run lead.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Welcome back to UCCU Ballpark, bottom of the fourth. Mere seconds away from getting underway in our 5-1 game with the second-ranked Lehi Pioneers leading the 10th-ranked Bountiful Redhawks. Once again, Zach Evans will lead it off. It was Zach Evans who also led it off in our previous inning. He had the bunt started. That was misplayed by James Jordan. Tried to fly down from third to get it. He was unable to. See if Evans can continue to have a productive at-bat in his second go-around. Evans in 2 at-bats. Brought in 1 run yesterday. Evans awaits the delivery from McSwain. It's to the outside, evening our count at 1-1. Evans allows another outside pitch to pass. McSwain trying to gain control. 2 pitchers warming up in the bullpen of Bountiful. Count to 2-2. Off the strike delivery. Evans sends one into right field. He'll take a bounce. And he'll hold up at first. But Zach Evans, once again, a base hit, his second of the day. Bring up Braden Willis. At the top of the Lehi batting order, due up. Willis sends one into right field. The fly ball is easily caught by Drew Beck. Willis was retired in his previous at-bat, but his bunt did help advance Braden Willis, as was the plan. McGuire Madsen due back up. 2 walks so far on his day. On one of those, the first one. It was caught, leading a little too far off first. Bountiful faithful, not a fan of the called timeout by Madsen. Madsen, 4 at-bats in yesterday's game versus Maple Mountain. Had 1 run, a hit, and a run brought in as well. Diving back to safety was Evans. So first batter reaching base in Evans. The second, Willis, retired. That's exactly how things played out in the bottom of the third. Going for second. It'll be close on the slide. Did he make it? He did. So Willis reaches second. Bountiful, once again, not a fan of the call. But Willis to second off the steal. Well throw by TJ Dolkey from his catcher spot. Short grounder played by Averitt, gets it over to first for the force out. So they retire Madsen for the first time today on a hit. That'll bring up Jake Olson. Olson was retired in his first plate appearance, sending one in the left field, and he brought in the first of what would be those 5 runs in the bottom of the third when he rocketed one into center field. His was the one that I believe should have been a homer. But our crew thought otherwise. It wasn't like the ball that Olsen hit, it wasn't like it got bounced off something and came in. It was up there for a moment and then came back in. Olsen will call for time. Olsen in yesterday's game, 2 at-bats, 2 runs, 1 hit. 1 run brought in as well, plus the walk. 1-0 the count. Low delivery. That ball well trapped by Dolkey. And he passed one, will give an opportunity for Evans to steal home. 2 outs in the inning. Redhawks trying to leave one stranded on. Two won the count. Olsen pops it up, calling for it and making the grab. Here's Derrier. So Redhawks leave one Pioneer stranded on. We'll head into the 5th with Bountiful looking to get back into this one. You're watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Back here inside UCCU Ballpark at Utah Valley University, your home for 5A bracket play for the 2022 5A Baseball State Championship Tournament. We head into the 5th. Our score remains unchanged, 5-1. Averett sends one into left field. So Kason Averett with his second base hit of the day. His last one loaded the bases up. Unfortunately, TJ Bolke grounded out into the double play to McGuire Madsen, who got the tag on Averett and then retired Dolkey at first. Dolkey shows bunt. This sails into foul territory. Oh, 0-1 the count. Dolkey showed bunt before pulling back. High bunt sails into the net. Frustrated Dolkey. Now at 1-2 in the count. Dolkey set, grounds it. Madsen plays a chance for a double play again. Can the Pioneers make it? They did. Lehi with 2 outs. McGuire Madsen, his second double play off Dolkey today. That one he fully extends on, traps it, flips it up to Olsen, who came over to cover second, and gets it over to Brousseau on first. So wow, 2 double plays, both off Dolkey. What an unfortunate sequence of events for him and Averett. 2 outs. Pioneers loving it, of course. That brings Drew Bowles back up. Bowles struck out in his 2 earlier appearances. Maddox Madsen has 4 strikeouts on the day. All 4 of them have come in his 8 pitches, 8 at-bats against the leadoff batters for the Redhawks. 2-1 the count. Count now at 3-1. Now full count, 2 outs. Madsen, can he get his 3rd strikeout on Bowles? Instead, it's a walk. Bowles heads to first. Truman Derrier, his day at a glance, grounded out to second. His first plate appearance. In his second, he struck out. Now the center fielder will be looking to mount a 2-out rally with Bowles on first. Madsen delivers ones. That's sent into center and secured by Zach Evans. We'll move into the bottom of the 5th. No runs, just 1 hit for Bountiful.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Jackson Keel comes in relief of Cole McSwain. He's due up to face Jackson Brousseau. Brousseau popped out into foul territory in his first at-bat, then flew out into center field, but it did bring in a run. We'll see what his first at bat of the bottom of the fifth will bring low pitch passes for ball one. Still our 5-1 game. No runs scored in the fourth. See if the Pioneers can add any in the fifth. It's been 3 straight innings for Bountiful. They have not been able to muster a run. As Lehi has responded defensively. Especially with Maddox Madsen on the mound looking very sharp. He gave up some hits early. Almost all of his 5 hits surrendered then. 3-0 the count for Brousseau. Got to imagine this is going to have to be a good pitch for him to swing at it. Give home a tap. Set the back. Wait the delivery from Keel. And that's another one low. So Brousseau to first off the walk. Just the third walk of the day. The first 2 walks were had by McGuire Madsen. Got the first one by another Lehi player, and it comes in the form of Jackson Brousseau. Next up for the Pioneers is the other pitcher, Maddox Madsen. Madsen flew out into left field in his first plate appearance, then squeaked one through into left field for a base hit. 1-0 the count. Runner on first. And Brousseau taking a hack and getting nothing was Madsen. When Madsen scored a run earlier, he was jawing with the Bountiful bullpen, dugout, so not surprising to see their fans and dugout alike cheer as he hacks to go 1-1 in the count. Curveball sails well to the outside. Two 2-1 the count. Madsen safely makes it back to first. Two 2-1 the count. Jackson Keel delivers. This grounder ripped, but it's fielded by Maxwell. And Bountiful with a double play of their own. A sensational job by the infield of the Redhawks. First it was Dallin Maxwell who went to one knee to field it. He then popped up, got it to Kason Averett, who went over to cover second, and Averett able to get it to Carson Webster on first in time as Madsen and Brousseau both retired. Boston Bingham. So no runners left on for Lehi at the moment. 1-0 the count. Keel faces Bingham. Bingham has 2 base hits on the day. His first one, a grounder on the hop that reached into left field. And his second one, a boomer into left field that drove in the third run of the day for the Pioneers. It was a double for himself. First ball fouled off as the count goes to 2-1. Boston Bingham ahead in the count, 2-1. He awaits a delivery from Keel. Ball's fouled off, evening our count. Lehi was unable to score any runs in the bottom of the fourth, face an uphill battle to score some in the fifth. Keel looking for his first strikeout. Bingham stepped out. Now ready for the pitch. And he fouls another off, as we'll do it again. This one sailed into left center field. Bowles gonna converge on it. Bowles missed it. Thankfully, Derrier came over to play it as well, so he'll secure it. That's another double. Boston Bingham, he's 3 for 3 in our nightcap. And he's on second with his second double of the day. That's going to bring up Wack Christensen. Speaking of doubles, Christensen had one the last time he was up. He got his double, brought in 2 runs for the Pioneers. Christensen struck out in his first at bat. Oh, 1 the count. Wack's going to fall to 0-2 in the count. He really disagreed with that call. He'll step out, take a practice swing before he steps in. Waiting the delivery. Wack drives one, but it's caught off the bounce by Maxwell, who retires him on first. So Lehi leaves one stranded on in Bingham as we move into the sixth. We only have 2 frames left to play. Could only be 1.5 if Bountiful doesn't get the bats hot when we come back for the start of the 6th inning. You're watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
start of the 6th. Moments away here at UCCU Ballpark. While we have an opportunity, I want to talk to you about our games that are set for tomorrow officially. First, at 11 a.m., it'll be the 12th-seeded Salem Hills Skyhawks taking on 13th-seeded Wasatch Wasps. Then, in our second game, that one's scheduled for 1:30. It will be the loser of this game, so potentially Bountiful. If they're unable to mount a comeback, they're down to their final 6 outs, and they trail by 4 runs. So that one would be Bountiful taking on Orem, and Lehi would take on the winner of that one at 7, with the winner of the Wasatch-Salem Hills game set to face Olympus for the second time in the tournament. Ball smashed into center, but making the play on it. What a grab made by Zach Evans. My goodness. Fully extended with it on the move. His back almost to the ball, and he still hauls that one in. What a grab by the center fielder. Hank Tippett now due up. Tippett is yet to reach base today. Grounded out in his first plate appearance. Flew out in the second. Got to imagine for Bountiful, they're hungry to make a play at the bats. So 1 out in the inning to get us going at the top of the 6th. 0-2 the count. Make it 2-1 after that one's fouled off. Told you about some of those results, but looking back at some of the action in our earlier games. First, it was that Jordan-Salem Hills instant classic, where Jordan jumped out to an early 10-1 lead after the first 2 innings, but Salem Hills would slowly crawl their way back into it. They scored 7 runs, including a grand slam in the 4th inning. That allowed them to tie the game up. Then in the 5th, they were able to add 1 more, giving them the lead. But Jordan would retake it at the bottom of the 6th with 2 more runs. As Tippett is retired by Madsen. Then Salem Hills would score 1 more at the top of the 7th, meaning we would need extra for that one. But Salem Hills able to get 2 more runs in the top of the 10th, and retiring Jordan to win 14-12 in that one. I'll bring up Carson Webster, 2 outs for the Redhawks as he fouls this one off. In our second game of the day, it was Orem taking on Maple Mountain. Maple Mountain had 4 runs in the top of the 3rd to take the lead, but Orem responded with 6 of their own, taking a 7-4 advantage. They would add their insurance in the bottom of the 5th, scoring 4 more runs, with Maple Mountain adding 3 more in the 6th, but still proved too much as they would fall 7-12 the final. 1-1 the count, facing Webster. And in our most recent matchup, Olympus rode a dominating pitching performance from Matthew Thomas. Only allowed 1 run, and that 1 run was off the first batter he faced. The Titans would add 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th and 2 more in the bottom of the 5th to secure the 7-1 victory. All that leading us to our game now, in which a beautiful pitch by Maddox Madsen just brought us to full count. Webster. Here's the first hit of the day. He chops this one. It's to Olson, who gets it to Brousseau. Pioneers look sharp defensively. They make quick work of the Bountiful batting order, and they'll be back at the bats. They hope is their last opportunity they need to extend their lead. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Pioneers on top.
Ouch! Gonna need some pills for that one.
Hey! Prescription pain pills can be dangerous.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there. You're her parent, not a drill sergeant. More love, then they'll listen.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about prescriptions the right way.
Jake said these are awesome for studying.
Line. You shouldn't ever take someone else's medication.
Know your script. Talk to your kids about the dangers of sharing prescriptions.
Ouch! Gonna need some pills for that one.
Welcome back inside to UCCU Ballpark, bottom of the 6th. Carson Carter is called up to the mound for Bountiful. Carter will look to retire Bowen Ingersoll, Zach Evans, and Braden Willis, the back of the batting order for the Pioneers. And then Bountiful fans will hope their bats can get hot so that they can advance in the winner's bracket. If not, they'll be in action tomorrow. That game scheduled for 1:30. But game's always subject to change based on the results of the previous one, as we found out today. It's the reason we're still going at 10:56 at night. One the count. Ingersoll is yet to reach base today. In fact, his strikeout ended the second inning, and his fly out to center entered the third. Falls to 1-2 in the count. This game's really been a defensive grind outside of those 5 innings that 5 runs that Lehi had in the bottom of the third. Delivery is low. Two the count for Ingersoll. Carson Carter on the mound for the Redhawks. Can he deliver? He can. Ingersoll will go down swinging. The first strikeout and the first batter faced for Carson Carter. Zach Evans now due up. Evans has reached base in both of his previous at-bats. The first one, the bunt. He won the foot race. Second one, flew out into right field safely. Has he made it to first? Now he's set to face Carter. One 0 the count. The 1-1 pitch. Evans waits a delivery from Carter, who will take a moment, then set. The lefty fires. This one chopped, and it will be fair. So the easy out is Carson Webster plays it off the bounce. Evans retired for the first time today. Bring up Braden Willis. Willis also yet to reach base today. His bunt helped advance Evans, but he was retired at first. Then he flew out into right field. Pioneers looking to avoid going 3 up, 3 down. 0-1 the count. Count it 1-1 after the low delivery. Willis looking to reach base for the first time today. Carson Carter trying to make it 3 up, 3 down to give the Redhawks a chance to get back into this one. 4 runs will still be a lot for them. But we saw teams yesterday score 5 in the top of the 7s. So as Kevin Garnett once said, anything's possible. Strike delivered. 1-2 the count. Willis will go down swinging. Chris Carter comes in, gets 2 strikeouts, and forces Evans to ground out to first. That's all you can ask for if you're a Bountiful fan now. Can the Redhawks get the bats red hot? We'll find out when we come back. You're watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind. The 7th inning due up in a matter of minutes.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
We welcome you back inside to UCCU ballpark. One too many C's on that one. For the top of the 7th, our first game got underway at 11 a.m. today. Our last one is going to conclude at 11 a.m. And our next one tomorrow will get underway at 11 a.m. as action rolls on in the 5A playoffs. Bracket play well underway. We'll for sure lose 2 teams tomorrow. We could lose 4 if the winners of tonight's game take care of business. Bountiful down to their last 3 strikes. Outs. This one is hit foul. Crack of the bat was outstanding for Drew Beck. Beck has reached base in both of his plate appearances today. First one sent deep into left. The second one sent deep into right. He's 0-1 in the count after fouling that one off. Maddox Madsen trying to go the distance. He'll deliver. And this one is set high, but it's not going to be far enough. Sprinting in to make the play on it is Bowen Ingersoll. Ingersoll retires Beck for the first time today. That'll bring up James Jordan. Jordan made it to first after being hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance, then flew out into center field in the second. That pitch delivered well to the outside, nearly hit the head of Jordan. He's the only one who's been hit by a pitch in this game. Almost became the only player to be hit by a pitch twice in today's game. This one sailed high. Jackson Brousseau gets the grab in foul territory. Bountiful down to their last batter in Kaysen Averett. Averett has also reached base in both of his 2 previous plate appearances. He's sent both into left field. Pioneers faithful to their feet. They know they're close to the closeout victory and advancing in the winner's bracket. Maddox Madsen has been hit 5 times, but none of those hits coming in the past 3 innings. In fact, we haven't had a hit since Averett's last at-bat. But this grounder will break through into left field. Or excuse me, line drive. So Averett, the first Red Hawk to make it to base all 3 times today. With another drilled into left field. TJ Dolkey has hit into a double play in both of his previous at-bats. Going to see a member of the Pioneers staff. It's not Coach Ingersoll. Make his way to the mound. As his infield will come together and talk strategy. They'll look to close this one out. One final reminder of our schedule tomorrow. First, in our 11 a.m. game, it's going to be the 12th-seeded Salem Hills Skyhawks taking on the 13th-seeded Wasatch Wasps. Then, at 1:30, it'll be Orem versus Bountiful. If Bountiful is unable to mount what would be an impressive 2-out rally. So it'll be Dolkey. Actually, we'll have a pinch hitter for Dolkey as well. So it's going to be Curtis Cook, pinch hitter for Bountiful. Ball once delivered. But a reminder, the loser of this game, if it is Bountiful, it's not going to happen there. As the grounder squeaks through, so 2 runners on base. Red Hawks with life in the top of the 7th. With Drew Bowles due back up after the base hit from Curtis Cook. But Olympus would play the winner of the Salem Hills Wasatch game at 4:30. Lehi would play the winner of what very well could be the Bountiful Orem rematch. Boos from the Bountiful faithful as Bingham makes his way to the mound to talk it over with Madsen. Exhaling is Madsen. He'll deliver well to the outside. 1-0 the count. Bowles walked in his last plate appearance. Before that, he struck out twice at the hands of Madsen. Second ball delivered. Two-0 the count. Can Madsen get back on track with a strike? Instead, this one a high flyer into right field. It's going to the fence, and it's squeaked over in foul territory. It was nearly a home run. That would have drove in 3. Bowles just a few feet away from what would have brought the Red Hawks to within 1. Bowles will exhale and do it again. Our count now at 2-1. Bowles sending one high. This one short. Under it. Christensen, he's got it. Pioneers take it. Lehi claims victory 5-1 over the Bountiful Red Hawks. Maddox Madsen goes all the way. Only allows 2 hits in his final 3 innings pitched. He only gave up 1 run, that run occurring in the second. So the 5 ensuing innings after, Madsen perfect on the mound. The bats got hot for Lehi in the bottom of the 3rd, and that ended up being the difference in this one. As bringing in runs was Kaysen Everett. Or excuse me. Got my sheet all turned around as I try to recap action in our final game of the day. So the first run was brought in by Olsen, then Brousseau on the sacrifice fly. Bingham got a double, followed by Wack Christensen. The two of them combined to bring in 3 runs there. And that's the difference. So 5-1 our final here at UCCU Ballpark for our nightcap. The Lehi Pioneers, the 2 seed, they take it over the 10-seeded Bountiful Redhawks. Lehi will play at 7 tomorrow. They'll take on the winner of the Orem Bountiful rematch. The Orem Bountiful rematch set for 1:30 here at Utah Valley University. We appreciate all of you who tuned in today. Hope you have a great night, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm JT Wistersill. We thank you for watching KSL Game Night Live Rewind, your home for the 2022 5A State Championship Baseball Tournament.